very good morning to all present here. Myself is Mrs. Sarita Ghosh. I am from Bhavram Devras Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Noida. So today I am going to take a lesson for the presentation, that is a letter to God. This lesson is the first lesson in the main course book of class 10th, that is First Flight, a letter to God. First of all, in this session, I am going to give you the introduction about the lesson. This lesson, a letter to God, as the name suggests, the title of the lesson shows itself that it is self-explanatory. It shows that how a person can trust, can have faith on God for his lifetime. The main character of the story is Lencho. Lencho is a farmer and he is owning his crop fields of corn. And he was hoping for the prosperous year ahead. But how the situation changes and all his cornfields were destroyed by the hailstones. But still he didn't lose his heart. He didn't lose his hope. He didn't lose his trust on God. Just to sustain his trust on God, he written a letter to the God. That's why the name of the lesson is kept a letter to God. So it's very clear from the title that how a person can lead his or her life with the trust on God. And if I talk about this trust on God in our day-to-day life, even if it is you or if it is me, we have gone through some such situations where we need to trust on some supreme power. Maybe anybody have a different image, there are different ways to trust on God, to worship God, but still the core idea is whenever we are in trouble, when we are facing stress, when we are having problems in our life, when we have any negative situation in front of us, we always rely on what? Rely on supreme power, that is God. God gives our trust on God, gives us a faith, a courage to lead our life with success, even in the midst of storms. The same situation is faced by the main character of this story, Lencho. We all know a person needs a livelihood to lead his or her life, which depends upon our livelihood. And Lencho, being a farmer, farming and his crop fields are the source of his livelihood. But how his livelihood was destroyed with the hailstones. However, he was hoping that the year his fields were about to ripe and he was hoping that there will be good crops. But a sudden hailstones destroyed everything. But it could destroy the crop fields, but it could not destroy the trust of Lencho on God. Just to sustain that thought, just to sustain that trust on God, he wrote a letter to the God. It happens with us also. A kid, whenever he needs something in his life, a kid, whenever he wants to have something, he always look upon his parents. And in the same way, Lencho have kept God for that image, who can give, who can fulfill all his needs. And that is true. A small kid who cries for food, for anything he wants to eat, a mother can understand. In the same way, when a human being, when we get some problem, we always look upon God. So let's start with the explanation of the lesson and the reading of the lesson in the next session. In this session, I have introduced about the lesson and the main character of story, that is Lencho. So hope to see you soon in the next session. Thank you.